I can see from the opening frame that this one doesn't even have a cold open before the title song. So we're really in it now. Man, where to start with that last episode? We made it to July. Vash is in the drink. Meryl is in the elevator. Roberto is in heaven? Wolfwood is in conflict with himself. Naya's enjoying the power that he has. That doesn't work, it's not in. Naya's winning. I think, now that I've had time to think about it, I think at the end of episode 10, there was weird imagery, weird picture of the doctor whom I vehemently dislike due to his medical malpractice and unethical treatment of human persons and non-human persons. There seems to be something going on with him and another plant child. And we're really getting down to the wire here with only 2 episodes left, so it would seem like a weird time to hint at some backstory, introduce a character that we've never seen before in basically the penultimate episode, but yeah, I would like to see what's going on there. Wolfwood, I think, is deeply dissatisfied with what's going on. He and Vash parted on as friendly terms as they could. He completed his mission, but at what cost? And Vash, poor Vash, constantly being spoken over by Nye. Nye telling Vash what Vash thinks, as if Nye knows what's going on in Vash's head, and not giving Vash a chance to answer for himself. I don't want this show to end. I'm getting, like, anxious in the pit of my stomach. That's not happened before when I've started to record. Let's get this thing going. Why do I feel like crying? I'll only get to watch this opening one more time. I can always rewatch the show, but it's not the same. Well, at least she has a gun now. And 2 bullets. Better make those count. Oh hey, I'm kind of wearing Meryl-ish earrings. Nye has. Are you gonna tell her what you did? Why you were there? That man is just fully nude. Does he then not need to breathe, since he doesn't need to eat or drink either? That's how he's just chilling in the water. Ouch. Ooh. Meryl. She's got guts, I'll give her that. Right, they're like a vessel for some higher dimension being. Yeah. Those ink tendrils coming out of Vash, that's crazy. They're giving plants so God. Huh. The place where he lost his arm. Nice cheeks are just fully out. He said he would build a world of plants. Yeah. I need more information first. Download complete.
および記憶改ざん作業を始める。
記憶改ざん。
いずれ何もわからなくなる。俺のことも世界のことも。
Does he really think that wiping Vash's memory would change him? As if the only reason that he is the way that he is because of the trauma from the crash? No, I think Vash's character and his personality and his values are something innate to him. I don't think that's something that can be just taken away like that. He might not be the same person if you try to forcibly change him, but memories don't make us all that we are. Man, yeah. You're at the crossroads. Is that June or a rock?
助けるって言ったじゃないか。
トニス、助けるって言ったじゃないか。
わしらに化け物になり果てても生きとれっちゅうか。殺して楽にしてやれ。目の前で誰にも死んでほしくない、ただの臆病者だ。
てか、ここは現実じゃない。お前が見せてる夢、偽物だ。でなきゃここから。これは
お前のせいだって知ったら奴らはどう思うかな。取るに足らない生き物だよ。さあ忘れろ。忘れて楽になれ。
どれだっけ。70、80、すごい勢いだ。
This is gonna suck to edit. I haven't said anything in several minutes. I don't know. I don't have much to say right now. I fully believe that Vash has a power that he just hasn't unlocked, and that he can stand up tonight, and he will be able to break out of this. This is the most useless commentary I've ever provided. Oh, he's breached containment. Yeah, they're roots. They're geraniums. That'll help him remember. That's the world that Vash wants to live in. He can remake the world. Just a different world than Knives and Visions. He hasn't forgotten her yet. Rem is the one thing holding him together. Because she always has been. Rem is the reason why Vash was able to keep going. He's the reason why he originally fought back against Nye. Her sacrifice helped to make him who he was. Not just her sacrifice for him, but her sacrifice for the whole of humanity. And he will never be able to let that go. So of course when memories of his friends and everyone that he's known and everyone that he's failed to save, when it's all gone, the only thing left are those red geraniums. Because that's so core to who he is. Everything that he's done up to this point has been for his mommy. Love for a brother versus love for humanity. Well, the crazy thing about Vash's love for humanity is that it also includes Nye. Nye's love doesn't reach very far. Oh.
これはゼラニウム。地球には他にもたくさんの種類があったのよ。食べられる？そういうのもあるけどね。
Some of them.
これは観賞用だろ。だよな、レム。プラントルームにあったのと同じだ。そうよ、ナイ。よく見てるわね。お前本当に食うことばっかだな。 悪かったな、それしか脳がなくて。
そうは言ってないだろ。
言ってる。もうすぐ喧嘩する。あなたが授かった力は素晴らしいわ。でも約束よ。
レム以外に力を見せない。
たとえ必要なくても。
食べるふりや飲むふりをする。
So people probably would have had an adverse reaction to him because he's too plant-like, because he can still generate, and what he generates is kind of scary. Everything Rem did was to protect Nai also. He must know that and just suppress it because she was human and so she wasn't good enough for him. And she foiled his plan and saved people during the crash, and so she ruined everything. How do I say this? It would have been very easy to go the route of like, oh, Vash was the favorite and so Nai got resentful or something like that. I think that would be a very easy, low-hanging fruit backstory, motivation, flavor additive to put in there. But I'm really glad they didn't, because it makes things that much more complex.
誰かと比べる必要なんかない。あなたはあなたのままでいいの。力があってもなくても、二人が大事な子供であることは変わらない。愛してるわ。
お前にとっても大切な場所だったはずだ。
本当にそう思う。
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
お前も気になるんだろう。レムが何を隠してんのか。
僕のもある。
Wait, I want to read that. Nai, 4'1", 55 pounds, birthday July 21st, 2455, 5th ship, category independent. We get their birthdays, 2455. So current year would be 2605 or 606. Is Vash the same? Exactly the same? Yeah. Tesla, that was the person
この船で生まれていた。
in the photograph. Oh no. No wonder they call the scientists sinners. I have so much more respect for Rem now, fighting as hard as she possibly can to raise these two boys and protect them from the people that want to hurt them so badly. God knows what they would be subjected to if she wasn't there. It's just the evils of humanity run so deep and so pervasive, but the difference that one beautiful, lovely person can make is enough to not doom everyone. Every human being is capable of every single thing, the evil and the good. You can't look at the worst that humanity has to offer and say, everyone is like this, therefore no one deserves to live, any more than you can look at what the best of humanity has to offer and say, humanity is good, we're all going to be fine. Because you have to take both things as they are. And I can't speak for Vash, because ultimately he's just some colors on a screen. But I can speak for myself when I say, I have never in my life believed that humanity is inherently good, that left to our own devices we will be okay. There's too much evil for me to believe that. But I think that's why stories of love and compassion and goodness are important, why they hit so hard, because it's fighting against the grain, fighting against that inherent selfish tendency present in humanity. And we all have a choice to make, to submit to the natural selfish flow of things, to become part of the cruel world, or to stand against it. And to stand against it is hard because it means denying the easy option, denying your baser instincts, denying things that you might feel you're justified in, anger and vengeance. And part of what makes me so passionate about people like Vash and about pacifism and nonviolence is that I'm willing to take that pain and to turn the other cheek. And I don't expect everyone to believe the same way. I can't expect that everyone will agree with me but I can hope that by the way that I live, by the values that I hold, that will affect other people and lead others to more kindness and compassion. I think Vash has already done that with Wolfwood. Wolfwood is not going to ever see the world the same way that Vash does, but he's reconsidered so many things that he thought were innate to the world and to humanity and to himself since meeting Vash. And Vash doesn't have all the answers yet, but he knows what's wrong when he sees it, and he's trying so hard, digging his heels in, and he's trying to stand against it. Vash hasn't been able to turn the tide yet, but he's digging his feet in, and he's able to go against this world and the evil that is in it in some small way. And once he gains his footing, he'll be able to push back against it and be able to help lead other people in that direction. I don't know if any of this is going to make sense. Nye says this was but one grain of sand in an ocean of humanity's evil, but you could say the same for Rem's action. One grain of sand in an ocean of good.
争いを嘆くのに戦争のなかった時代は一度もない。歴史が証明してる。人間は学ばない。
He's right. We don't learn. But that's no reason to stop trying. Nye's not wrong about humanity's failures, but it's like he read the whole Bible and didn't see God in it. Because the story of the Bible is God creating humanity, and then humanity fails and commits heinous acts over and over again, and being stuck in that cycle with no way to reunite themselves back with God. And so God comes up with a way, a means of reconciliation for humanity, by pinning all the griefs and sorrows and sins of the world onto Jesus and sending him to take that in a sacrificial death. But before he died, he told everyone, here's how you need to live. You gotta love God with everything you have, and you have to love your neighbor like you love yourself. And so, yeah, I mean, Nye's right. The cycle always continues, because we don't love like we should. But love and forgiveness is the only way out of that cycle.
だから誰よりも人間に愛される必要があった。俺がお前を守らないと。だから船を落とした。僕のせいで全部お前のためだ。これが最後の記憶。同調率 99%。
お願いやめさせて。まだ間に合う。
手遅れだ。150年ほど遅かった。
And Vash is going to get blamed for this disaster as always. That woman was your mother.
お前が愛だと思っているものはただの言い逃れだ。
そんなレム、嫌だ、行かないでくれ。同調率 100%。ついに取り戻した。
You have a brother made of stone. You don't have him at all.
Happy birthday, Bash.
Is it July 21st? I think Nye is messing with things that he doesn't understand. That's beautiful. Those blue geraniums. I know given the circumstances it's not very beautiful, but just visually. Armageddon. Be careful playing God.
長い道のりだった。ナイブスの望みが叶うまで私は死ぬことすら許されない。
自分たちを覇者だと言い気なく愚かな人類には滅びてもらう。
You heard it here, folks. God is an orb. Whoa! That's incredible. Episode 11, To a New World. First things that God created in Genesis were dark and light. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. He separated the darkness from the light, and he called the light day and the darkness night. I think that's beautiful, that Nye is defined by this cold, harsh, bluish light, and Vash is this beautiful, dark tree creature of the night sky. Whoa. That's crazy. This show just never ceases to amaze me. I don't know, I wish I had something more profound to say. Maybe it is enough just that Vash stood in Nye's way for so long. Maybe he doesn't have to have all the answers. Maybe he doesn't have to have this profound victory against Nye in order to prove that he was right. Maybe it's just enough that Vash was able to stand in Nye's way. And even if Vash suffers a great loss at Nye's hands, that doesn't mean that he was wrong about the things that he believed in. Victory in a conflict has no bearing on the correctness of the ideals of those involved. We all know the end doesn't justify the means, but the means don't always guarantee the end. Sometimes there is no end, but the means are all we have. And so I love and admire Vash so much for just sticking to his guns and saying, no, I can't accept the way that you see things. And even if I fail, I will do everything in my power to still show love and mercy, including to you, Nye. I wish I had something more profound to say. I hope I made sense. Thanks for watching, and I will see you one last time for the finale.